Tonight, we have Mattel Jurassic news. We've got some filming locations confirmed. We've got 2 Jurassic actors discussing returning to the franchise, and we got some new film scoops. All that and more. I am Brad Jones. There's so much to talk about tonight, and this is Let's Talk Jurassic. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Let's Talk Jurassic. This is your weekly live stream from the Jurassic Park Podcast and myself. Thank you so much to all of our returning viewers out there. Glad to have you back once again this week. If you're new here, welcome. We love having new people here. Say hi if you're new. And if you're out there just lurking, appreciate you. Keep doing your thing. If you want to speak up, now's your chance. Let's see who's in the chat here real quick before we move on. We got a lot to talk about, so we'll get into it tonight pretty quickly. But we got Marcus here. What's up, Marcus? Yeah, we do got to talk about Cadillacs and dinosaurs. I don't really know a ton about it, unfortunately. I've looked into it a bit here and there, but I'd love to talk more about it in the future. Dr. Grant, my dear Dr. Sattler, welcome to the Jurassic Park Podcast. What's up, Jurassic Souls? How you doing? Good to have you here. And yes, that was new music. I did throw some new music in. I'm not totally sure on the transition there. It didn't really work out very well, but we'll see. I have these like cover images, and then I have like intro videos, and I got all kinds of different stuff going on. So yeah, there's a lot. Did I forget a video? No, I don't know. I think we got it. This live stream thing, it's like brand new every week. I never know what I'm doing. We got Spino Rex here. How's it going? Nikolai's in the chat. What's going on? We got Steven here. What's going on? We got Jurassic KM working on Godzilla 2014 repaint while listening. Keep listening. Have a good time. Keep repainting. Muzzle Mills here. What's up, dude? How you doing? And we got Jason here from Milan, Michigan. Another week of collecting Mattel Jurassic. Yes. You're watching Camp Cretaceous with the kids before school. Listening to JP Podcast episode 122. Oh man, we got to look back. We're going to do it again. We're going to see what was episode 122 of the podcast. This history of this podcast is so long that I forget like what last week was, to be honest. Oh, 122 was a Halloween special. I typically don't number Halloween specials, but this was like early days where like I just didn't know what I was doing. But it looks like there was a Halloween special that you listened to, 122. That's cool. I have no idea what was in that one, but there were so many people in that one, though. It looks like Aaron. Oh, was that the one with the 2XL? Oh, yeah. All right, I have the list right here. 2XL Demon Robot. We had some Chaos Theories, Amber Fines with Jay Jurassic. We had Travis was in Chaos Theories. Jurassic Pop Quiz with James and Steve. Tom Jurassic had a poem, it sounds like. There was a lot of stuff in this episode, in that Halloween special from 2017. But thank you so much for listening to that. Let's talk about what we did this week, though. All right, let's keep it current because we had another great episode with Tom Jurassic, the one and only Tom Jurassic. We built this city. All right, we did. We built this Jurassic City, okay? We had a fun time in talking about, like, the most recent updates over the course of February for this next coming movie. You know, we talked a lot about Gareth Edwards. We talked about Jurassic City and other potential possibilities for working titles and stuff like that. So there was a lot of fun stuff in that, and it's wild how much just has happened over the course of the past 2 months of time. So myself and Tom are probably going to be doing this over however long leading up to the production of this film, or throughout the production maybe. Maybe meeting up every other week or so, discussing all the things that have changed. So I had a great time discussing that with Tom. You can check out that episode right now on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. You can listen to it right there in our show notes via Podomatic. You just go to JurassicParkPodcast.com, check out that, and you can also check it out on Spotify and places like that. I didn't update it. Apparently, it's not updated. But if you want to, you can check out our last episode before that too, talking about Universal's Jurassic World Escape. But there it is. I just updated it. But yes, we have so much to talk about this week. Also, huge shout out to Jurassic Souls. Thank you so much, Jurassic Souls, for being awesome as always. For the super chat here, with Mattel continuing with Jurassic, are there any fun legacy sets that you would like to see? Also, with some actors discussing wanting to possibly return, which character would you love to see back? Oh, yeah. All right, so, yeah, we're going to talk about this next update here, so I'll dive right into it. Let's bring that up. I always hit this wrong button. I wish this button was bigger on my iPad because I always hit the wrong thing. So let's go to Mattel Jurassic. Let's go over here, right? So this is the first piece we're going to discuss along with Jurassic Soul's comment there. But to give you some context here, Mattel and Universal renew the Jurassic World licensing partnership. Yes, that was revealed today. That they're continuing on. We're going to have, even more to come from Mattel Jurassic. I remember when, what was it, 2017? I think it was 2017. I think, honestly, I was the first one to report on it outside of, maybe Licensing Global, which, nobody was checking at the time. I just so happened to stumble upon, I don't even know if it was Licensing Global or whatever. I think it was, I don't even know, some random website that indicated that Mattel was taking over the license, and I was like, wait a second, this is a scoop. We gotta report this. And I reported it back then, and it blew up, and Mattel has been running like crazy for the past however many years since then. And just toy after toy after toy. It's never ending. It's honestly too much, but it's so much great stuff. And we're getting more. It's still going to keep going. So they are continuing on. They make mention of the new Jurassic World event film announced for 2025 and Chaos Theory coming up. It says on Netflix later this year. So who knows? Could be May, June, July, somewhere in that range. Who knows? And it says here from Nick Karamanos. Did I say that right? Probably not. It says, we're thrilled to announce the continuation of our best-in-class partnership on this blockbuster franchise. Together, we've not only established Jurassic World as a top-tier toy property, but also built a legacy of evergreen success. Jurassic World fans are incredibly devoted, and we are committed to delivering consistently stunning products, innovative marketing strategies, and impactful retail programs. They've done all of those things, I think. They've delivered a ton of great products over the years, and they've done innovative things like Beyond the Gates and stuff like that, and impactful retail programs like with Beyond the Gates. And I think it's really, really, it's been a really successful partnership, and I'm so excited to see it continue. So that is really exciting. Let's see here. Vice President at Universal Products and Experiences, Rafa Macias, says Mattel offers incredible innovation and craftsmanship, along with the storied history of creating enduring toy lines. Can't speak, guys. I can't do it. This 30-year legacy of the Jurassic World franchise is stronger than ever, and we're excited to bring fans of all ages even more awe-inspiring and thrilling toys through this extended partnership. That is very cool. I'm very excited. I was very excited to see that today. So that's awesome. More toys on the way. So with Jurassic Soul's comment here, the super chat, with Mattel continuing with the Jurassic, are there any fun legacy sets you would like to see? Well, probably legacy sets. Like, what would I like to see? Like, the thing is, over the past however many years, I've said so many sets out loud, and they've made them. They've literally made them. And the biggest one was when I said it directly to Mattel. I was like, I would love to see a bathroom set with a breakaway roof, and I want to see it with, what's his name? Gennaro, and I told that to them, and they made it. They made it come true. We've gotten so many great sets. What is an awesome set piece, though? oh man, I don't know. It would be really cool to see them. I mean, they've really done a lot with The Lost World. They've done a lot with that recently. Jurassic Park 3, I feel like, has gotten not a lot of love, a little bit here and there, but I would like to see like some like embryo hatching stations, like that, something like that with a velociraptor and with some of the characters from Jurassic Park 3. I think that would be really cool to kind of replicate the genetics lab or whatever it was in Jurassic Park 3. I think that would be really cool. If they were to do like, because the Gennaro set was Hammond Collection, right? But that came with, what did that come with? Did that come with the Rain T-Rex? I think it did. Did it? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, if they were to release like a Hammond Collection Spinosaurus with like the fuselage of an airplane, no wings, you don't need to include all that stuff. Just include the broken, like dented fuselage of an airplane that you could throw in some of the JP3 characters in there. I think that would be pretty awesome. I'm trying to switch it up, and I know you like. Yes, JP3 rep, because like I feel like JP3 has really not gotten much of anything. We've gotten there was like a few raptors and things like that, but I feel like we need something good, like something really credible from that movie. We got Grant in Hammond Collection form. Was that Hammond Collection? I forget. I don't even know anymore. I think I have it over there, maybe. Yeah, right there. I think those are Hammond Collection, Grant and the female raptor, and we do have the male raptor one too. But yeah, I think it would be cool to get that again, like get like a male raptor with like a DNA genetic sequencing set or something like that, and then the Spinosaurus with the fuselage. I think that would be awesome. So let's see that continue. I'm excited to see Mattel continue on here. But yeah, anybody else? Yaroslav, of course. That was like first thing that popped into my head, to be honest, was the Lost World trailer set. But that's why I kind of pivoted. Oops, hit the mic. I pivoted really quickly because I thought to myself, oh, we've gotten a lot of the Lost World stuff. I keep defaulting to JP, the Lost World stuff. So I feel like we've gotten good stuff that I haven't even gotten yet. I honestly haven't even gotten the Mercedes set. So I'm really slacking there. We got like Roland and Sarah and Stegos and things like that. So we've done pretty well with the Lost World. But yeah, the RV set would be pretty incredible. Spinorex says Mobile Command Center, High-Hide. Yeah, High-Hide, would be so great. Embryonics Lab with Raptor and the Kirby's. Yeah, I think you'd have to have like Amanda and what's his name, Paul. That would be. I think both of them would be really cool. And then you could like you could do like the other guys. I'm blanking on their names at the moment. The mercenary guys, like the 3 mercs. That would be really cool. Yeah, but yeah, JP3 needs more. Yaroslav for sure. Paul Kirby would be fantastic. Spino and Boat. Yeah, Boat would be a good idea too. Yeah, because you could do that. You could do that sick boat that they did, that they like flipped over or whatever, and they were in the cage. Like that could be a really cool set too. Super Colossal. Yeah, I feel like we've said that before somewhere. Super Colossal Compy would be incredible. That would be such a great toy. Life-size Compy. Oh, that would be an awesome toy. Yeah, Cooper, Nash, and Ujeski. Yeah, I got too many things going on at once. I can't remember all these people's names. I'm losing my voice, too. Where's it going? Oh, I don't know. Let me take a sip. Here we go. But anyway, that's the toy stuff. We got a lot to talk about. So let's move on with, what is this news? This news is, yeah, we're going to go to the new movie for a minute. Actually, I guess the rest of it is actually new movie stuff. So let's switch over here. Universal confirms new Jurassic World movie will film this year in UK at Sky Studios Elstree. So we've heard this before, right? But in this time period right now where we're getting pretty much not anything confirmed officially, it's at least nice to have little details confirmed. We've got a date confirmed, I guess. As much as I believe that date, I don't know, but it has been confirmed, and we do have a filming location here in the UK, Sky Studios there. And so NBC Universal has confirmed that it will be filming at Sky Studios Elstree in the UK. So, and they mentioned that 2025 July date. And it says that our sources are expecting that the blockbuster will begin filming this summer. We've heard that a lot. We've heard, June and July. Who knows what's going to happen there. I feel like that's so late, to get started on this, but, and I said that on the episode this week that, Superman started filming, and that's coming a week after this movie. So unless they push it, I don't know, maybe. But they do, they talk about some other things, tax credits, and Wicked and Paddington 3, I guess, filmed there too. And and that's about it. They did mention down here, the Dana Strong, Sky Group CEO, said it brings confidence to the sector, unlocking job opportunities whilst providing a stable foundation for the investments of tomorrow in UK, such as our proposal for Sky Studio Elstree North and the filming of NBC Universal's Jurassic 4. So we got another title just subtly put in here. I don't know how much this person, Dana Strong, knows, the CEO of the studio, knows about what they're titling this movie, but Dana's calling it Jurassic 4. So we've been calling it Jurassic World 4. We've been calling it Jurassic City. We've been calling it Jurassic Saga, River Delta something production. There's a lot of things that have been floating around as far as what this could be called. And there's another. We just took off World. Just Jurassic 4. Jurassic Park 7. What are we going to call this thing? But just wanted to talk about that real quick. At least they're confirming things. I'm happy about that. That is exciting. But let's see. Paleo Collector here says, I wonder if they already have a cast and just haven't made announcements. They almost have to. I mean, you'd think they'd almost have to. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I would think that this is a tough one, because you would think that a director would want to be involved in the casting process to some extent, right? To know, who you're going to be working with, to get some kind of feel for what's going to be happening in this movie. But as far as everything we've heard about, right, this sounds like it's a studio driven project for the most part, right? That they know what they want, they've got the writing, they know what the direction of this thing is going to be, and they want to bring in somebody to film it. So maybe they have already been just getting this casting out of the way and just said, here is everything you need, Gareth, just take care of it. So that is a potential possibility, I guess. Yeah, and Jason says, start following Real News Hawaii if and when production begins there. They cover what film. I've had a lot of issues with Real News Hawaii, so it's probably not going to happen from me. But yeah, if they do follow, or if they do film there, I'm sure that information will come from them. But yeah, it's mostly leaking conversations that we've argued about over in the past. So, but yeah, let's move on to the next topic here, which is going to be continuing on with this movie. Nick Robinson is out there talking about Jurassic, and what was this website again? Covered Geekly talked with Nick Robinson. Let's go ahead and just play this audio. Hopefully everybody can hear it here. I'll turn it up a little bit for you.
Last time we saw Zach Mitchell, he was in Jurassic World and managed to survive that entire dino encounter. Now that this new film is in production, is there any chance that you'd return as Zach as a legacy character?
I'd love to, but I don't know. Zach, I think, is probably still in therapy from the trauma of the first movie. But I'd love for that character to come back. It'd be really fun.
There we go. Very quick video. I love hearing, somebody like Nick Robinson talk about Jurassic, because so many people in this franchise just get like one chance to really be in these movies. And for him, being such a young person at the time to be in this franchise, I'm sure it's got to be like an exciting part of your history and something that you would probably want to go back to at some point and be somebody that like is a major part of the franchise. I would assume. I'm just assuming here. So I don't know. I mean, we'd have to talk to Joseph Mazzello, and because I don't know if he would say the same thing or not. Ariana Richards, I don't know if she would say the same, but I feel like you would probably say the same thing, right? You'd probably want to get back into it and be a big part of it. And I think Nick Robinson would be great to continue on in this franchise in some way. I think that would be really cool to have, we've never, outside of Ian Malcolm, which we've definitely seen his trauma. I would love to see that again. I'm, and we'll talk about it in a little bit, because we're going to be talking about some scoops and things. So if you don't want to partake in that, I'll give you a warning and stuff, and you can back out if you need to. But I'm kind of over the heroic take on Jurassic. I've loved Owen and all that. I've really loved that character, and I love seeing him just beat down people and have his Jason Bourne moment. I really love those moments for him, but I also really love seeing somebody like Ian Malcolm, who you can tell he's traumatized by his experience in Jurassic Park when he not so much in Dominion. I guess he's not necessarily traumatized, but in The Lost World, you can tell he's really affected by what happened, and I would like to see that again. I don't feel like we really get that. Claire and Owen, they were used to this, right? They worked in a park. So we didn't really get to see that kind of follow-up where they're scared, We got to see, what are their names? Zia and Franklin. We got to see them, and Franklin's definitely, somebody who probably wouldn't want to get back into it. And he wasn't really, a little bit, and you can tell. But, I think somebody to lead a movie, to be really affected by it, would be interesting for me. So I say, bring back Nick Robinson, have him, been through therapy for a while and just really coming out of it traumatized by the experience and having to be thrown back into it. I think would be really interesting to see how he's dealing with things after all this time. And he would be so connected to the franchise, right? His character with his aunt, he would have somebody to call for help. I think that would be a really interesting way to keep the franchise at bay. You could bring in somebody like Nick Robinson to be the lead, but that in the periphery, there's people in his life that are part of this main story, but he's not necessarily part of the main story. He can have his own, mini adventure with his family or whoever he's got now. I think that would be really cool to see. But yeah, so that's Nick Robinson talking about Jurassic. He would love to, but who knows? Probably not. Next up, we do have DeWanda Wise. DeWanda Wise has spoken about the next Jurassic movie. I'm so hyped about this. Not only did she speak about it, she liked my video that I posted about it, and I'm so hyped about that. Me saying that I would like to have her come back to this franchise, so she knows there's love out there for her character. But let's take a listen to this. I think hopefully this should play. It's probably going to be ads and things. I feel like whenever you go to like one of these websites, they always play tons of ads. And here we go. We're playing more ads. We got ads all over this place. But I'm so excited to hear what she has to say. Now we're going to go to the Dakota Johnson one. Let's go back. I think it's playing the wrong video. I don't know. It's loading. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I really want to see like a Kayla Watts storyline continue in the future. I know we're probably not going that direction right now, but I think it would be a great place to go. Yeah, it just skipped the. Now we're talking about somebody's father being murdered in the Amazon while her mom was there. But that's not the video that I pulled up. Let's reload it. See if it'll bring us to. Yeah, here we go. But we probably got more ads to watch. But anyway, I think DeWanda Wise and Kayla Watts would be a great character to follow just because of everything she's capable of. She got an airplane back. And again, kind of like Nick Robinson, would be somebody who would be attached to all these legacy characters, but could be somebody that you don't necessarily need to follow, directly. Hopefully you can hear me over this ad that's playing. Let's see if this comes back now. I can't hear it.
It is something I'd be interested in.
Where would you like to see your character Kayla go? Because I see Kayla leading the whole dang thing.
She's already in her own world, so we'll see.
Those prehistoric creatures are nothing
It was a quick
compared to
one.
the terror.
Go back and play it again.
They're getting ready to do another Jurassic World movie. Is that something you'd be interested in if you got that call?
It is something I'd be interested in.
Where would you like to see your character Kayla go? Because I see Kayla leading the whole dang thing.
She's already in her own world, so we'll see.
Those prehistoric...
That was it. That's on. There's more to the video, but it's mostly all about her upcoming movie, Imaginary, I think, or something it's called. It looks like a fun movie, but I would love to see Kayla Watts back in this franchise. Oh, that would be so good. Let's hope. Let's keep our fingers crossed. But yeah, let's see if anybody else is saying anything. Musmo says, I feel like the size of the cast may be on the smaller side. Yeah, for sure. I think, if we're talking realistically, that would be great if it was like a small cast. I would really hope so. And I hope it would not fall down like the trope of like mystery and, solving things and just kind of just be in a movie that we could watch, What's up, JV Travels? How you doing? And I think there was somebody else that said they were new here before. I think I might have skipped over it by mistake. I don't know where it was. Oh, Pure 72. Hey, how you doing? First time here messaging now, but I'm watching from the beginning. Hey, good to have you here. If you're catching up to this, sorry I missed it before. Musmil says, Zach having had a killer college application essay about problem-solving skills. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see that, especially like we didn't get it from Eric Kirby. Like I would love to see that follow-up. I know there's books and stuff, but like I want to see the follow-up of like, how does a kid deal with that over time? What do his peers say to him in school and stuff like that? And obviously, Nick Robinson's a bit older now, so you could have him be through all that and still dealing with that trauma of not even just the island itself, but everything else, Your name, there's so many letters, I don't know, but really like to see more of Maisie, like her character, not enough with Dominion for me. Yeah, I would love to see more Maisie. I would love to, absolutely. Jason says, for me, the 6 films are one era with those characters and those stories. I'm fine with a new era and new characters and no returning characters. I'm even fine with a full reboot to tell a new story. Me too. I'm fine with all that. Since they're talking about returning characters, I think there's still the chance to do returning characters in the future. But I think this is a franchise that we don't necessarily need to just follow a continued trajectory. I think we can do stories set in different time periods, much like I think they should take cue from the Godzilla franchise, the MonsterVerse, because much like them, they go all over the place. They tell stories in the 70s, in the, I don't know, the 50s, 60s, all over the place. And even in the future, like they're all over the timeline. And I think it's worked really, really well. So Jurassic needs to learn from that. And, I know you would say that is a lesser franchise to some degree because, maybe they make less money and all that. But there's 4 of those movies and a TV show, and there's a 5th movie coming, and they're doing great. They're doing great. So I think they should learn from that and kind of just go all over the place. Do a little prequel if you want to, go far. Like I've said this before, go far into the future. Give us a far into the future Jurassic story. Tell us what that future looks like. You don't even have to it doesn't have to tie to anything. It can just be its own far in the future movie. Give us something current and give us the returning characters or whoever. I think you can do all kinds of stories that don't necessarily have to be tied to an ongoing trilogy of events. And you can do those trilogies, but I think you should space things out and tell stories in different timelines. I think that would be cool. Not like multiverse kind of stuff, but just different time periods within this entire saga, this Jurassic saga. Yeah, she's in her own world. Yeah, absolutely. I think, Kayla would come out of this experience just wanting to run everything. I feel like, and I think that would be actually pretty interesting is to see the fallout of what her character maybe was a part of and, the trauma that it's caused a lot of people with her transporting these dinosaurs to this place. And if all this information came out and all this stuff, I could see her being somebody who really wants to step up and be a big part of this, world in some capacity. But I could also see the world not really wanting to accept the things that she maybe did or was a part of. So that could be interesting to see her kind of dealing with that and fighting through that. But yeah, I think that could be cool. And, oh man, Yaroslav. Yeah, absolutely. Movie with all of the child actors returning as adults working together. That would be incredible. That would be so great and absolutely no reason for it. But who cares? Who cares? Just make it. That would be incredible to see all of them returning. Getting Kelly, Eric, Tim, Lex, Zach, and Gray, Maisie, get them all. That's it, right? There was only those kids. Get that, that doesn't look very scary. Get Charlie, and there was another kid. What was the other kid's name? I don't even know. Is there a name? Yeah, get all of these kids, and they'll be the young Dino Vengers, whatever. I don't care. Give them capes. I would love to see this. They could sell that story as like a Alcoholics Anonymous kind of thing, but like for people who have been traumatized by Isla Nublar or Sorna, together. And it's like they come together, and I think I've said this before. I think I may have said this about the Kirbys. This is like vaguely coming to me that I've mentioned this kind of story before, but like they all come together to like reflect on their past and tell their stories to each other because they've never done it. They've never had the chance to meet the others who have been a part of this traumatic event. Like that would be cool to hear Eric telling his story about being trapped on this island for 8 weeks and then telling that to Lex and Tim. And oh my God, like stuff like that would be so fun, but like absolutely no point for this movie to happen other than some fake event that they have to attend to commiserate with each other. And then it just so happens to get stampeded through. Like, I think I said that they were meeting in Northern California for like a retreat to talk about their events. And it was right at the breakout of Fallen Kingdom when the dinosaurs got out. Yeah, I think that would be fun. It was called like the We Survived group or something like that. I think this was on a mailbag episode. You'd have to go back, listen to me and Jen talk about that. We got to get Jen back on, by the way. Yeah, get some Camp Cretaceous kids in there. Absolutely. Maybe they would be the ones to set this up. Absolutely, they would be the ones to set that up. I could definitely see that happening. Sammy would fully get on board with making that happen. Oh, yeah, 100%. That would be so cool. But yeah, what else was it? What else have we got? How long have we been going? We've been going for 40 minutes. We've got, what? It sounded so familiar. That's why I'm glad you remembered at least too. All right, so we got two final things here to talk about. Before we do that, why don't I do this? I want to shout out to Nacelle and Culturefly for sending this. I meant to say this earlier in the show, but they sent this out to me. This is really cool. It's a 3D. It's like a 3D sculpted, just like little standy thing that you could either put on the wall or just on your desk. I had it sitting right here on the desk because it replicates the VHS. I thought I should have grabbed the VHS, but it like looks like a little VHS tape holder, you know, and it's outside of having this, you know, whatever, the credits of everybody down below like the VHS does. It has everything else. I love this thing. It's really, really cool. And they are exclusively at Walmart, so you can check them out there. But yeah, check these things out. They're really, really cool. Just wanted to give them a shout out because they sent it over my way. They did send over one other piece. I'll showcase that maybe next week. I didn't put up the video and stuff yet for that, but go check them out. They got this really cool thing exclusively at Walmart. So I love it. That's really cool. But let's talk about the next thing that we're going to discuss here before we head out. I think I turned my music down. Let me get that bumping again here. Lastly, I do want to discuss Jurassic World 4, Jurassic Park 7, Jurassic City, whatever it's going to be called. I want to discuss that again, but there's somebody out there who is saying they're a scooper. I don't know. I have no idea what their like success rate is or anything like that. I have no idea if they're any good at scooping. Apologies to this person. I have no idea. Could be just a bunch of random words mixed together. Who knows? But I did want to kind of put this out there that if you don't want to know any idea of what potentially the idea for the film could be, if you want to step out, please do so. But I have no idea if this is legit or not. I just wanted to put that out there. But again, we're going to be discussing these little scoops here. So if you want to back out, go ahead, back out. But let's go ahead and take a look. This is from the V Scooper on Twitter. Let's call it Twitter. Where did I go? Oh, wait. Let's go here. Here we go. Boom. The V Scooper. Again, I don't know what the history is here with this account, but they are saying that there's some rumors out there that the next movie could be a rescue team ventures into an island ruled by dinosaurs to save scientists. All right. The main hero said to be a John Wick-inspired character, and a hybrid human dinosaur serum is uncovered at the end, and it's focused on action and visuals. Nothing definitive yet. Okay, so what? All right, so here, let's talk about the plausibility here of what we just read. A rescue team ventures into an island ruled by dinosaurs to save scientists. This could be attributed to the scoop that this is a what was that movie? Escape from New York style premise. Sounds very much like that. A team rescues somebody that's on the island and has to bring them off. Sounds very much like an Escape from New York kind of premise. So that could be Nice little gimme there, Yeah, an obvious pick. The main hero is said to be a John Wick-inspired character. All right. That seems also obvious because we also had a director of John Wick attached to this movie at one point. So that seems like maybe if this is false, this all seems very obvious in a way, or at least so far. A John Wick inspired character, right? So that would be obvious if you're going to potentially hire a John Wick director at that time. You'd probably want somebody who's familiar with that kind of character to do the filming, right? The next one, the human dinosaur hybrid serum thingy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's just a long-standing, piece of Jurassic history that we all want to turn a blind eye to. So, does Steven Spielberg want this, idea to come back around? Potentially. And honestly, without, say this is like a prequel, right? And if they're venturing onto an island to save scientists, you could say Sorna, right? I don't think you would venture to, I guess you could. You could venture to Nublar because, as far as survival is showing us, there's a scientist left on the island. So this could be that story. I don't know. It could be that story to some extent. Or it could be, the hurricane that wipes out, Sorna as well. We got to venture to that island to rescue some scientists. And a John Wick guy and his team sounds very much like a kind of, not necessarily like an Owen, but kind of an Owen, essentially. That's why I was saying earlier, I was like, I'm kind of over this hero guy that's the one person that can do. I'm kind of over that, so I'm not really fully into that idea right now. But I could see them venturing to Sorna as well to rescue some people. And maybe on Sorna they've got this human dinosaur serum thing. And I could see if this was a prequel, let's say it's a prequel. It would be cool to at least have that idea. Yeah, what in the John Sayles? What in the John Sayles is this? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, to be honest. I might have almost said something like that too. Danny, yeah, I like that I like how we're reaching Marvel levels of rumors and scoops of this movie. Yeah, exactly. That's what this feels like, right? But we've been doing this for a while, and this always happens every time a new movie comes out. There's always the, stuff that we got to parse through, and sometimes they're right, But the idea that there could be this serum uncovered at the end, I think if it was a prequel, and the only way I would be okay with this idea is if this John Wick guy is like a human hybrid dinosaur serum. We can't have this come back with us. And he just takes it and smashes it on the ground. Story's over. And nobody ever used it, right? Maybe you could see a few pieces of paper that have pictures, some Polaroids of testing on I don't know about humans, but pigs or something, something that's getting their monkeys, maybe. I don't know. You get testing done on some animals that are, supposed to be the next cross would be human, and they just never get to that point. And then to see some John Wick guy be like, yeah, I don't think this is a good idea, and just smashes it, right? That could be the only way I'd find it acceptable. But otherwise, I don't want this to be a thing, right? I think this would be not a good idea. And if it's a sequel, let's say it's a sequel and it's I don't know when would it, because as far as Camp Cretaceous is shown, it's everybody was going. Maybe there's a team that's in the restricted area that we've never seen before, which is possible. Totally possible. Maybe that could be a potential that like they have to go in and, they're doing the human dinosaur. But why wouldn't they? I don't know. Would there be a recovery mission like the Indominus Rex bone thing for that as well? I don't know. Maybe it was part of the same mission. Maybe the same people. But yeah, and then focus on action and visuals. I mean, the most obvious comment I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't know. But most of this stuff, it could be plausible. This absolutely could be very plausible. But to throw some denials in there too, these are all very obvious points that you could throw together, right? John Wick, the rescue team. If you heard any of the rumblings about this movie, you could say any of those things, and then just throw in, well, maybe they're gonna do that human hybrid thing. Maybe they're gonna actually do it. Just to kind of throw everybody into a tizzy. So again, the V Scooper, who knows? I'm not really sure. No, we're not really done yet. Jurassic KM, we're still kind of going, but yeah. So that's I don't know what anybody thinks about that, but that's the potential rumor there is all these things together. What do y'all think? I don't know. I'm not really on board with this idea. Yeah, I've told you many times, but like the ideas that I would like to see. I would like to see if we were gonna do a rescue into like Sorna or something. I think that would be very cool. I would love to see that. Absolutely. Let's rescue some people from the worker village. And if like I said with that toy before, the JP3 toy, if we stumble back into that lab where some really shady stuff was going down, right? It definitely felt like that lab was out of the ordinary. And we all know that we don't have any idea what is InGen cooking up in that lab. That's a Jurassic World comment. But what else? Yeah, it was the list comment. What else has InGen got on their list or whatever? So there's lots of stuff that we don't know about at least. So I mean, it's potential that we could go to Sorna and something like that. But who knows? Who knows? I did also want to indicate one more thing. The spoiler conversation, it's mostly done, but who knows? It might pop back up again if anybody wants to talk about it. But I did want to showcase this last piece here that mentions, this is this Production Weekly. I wanted to dive back in because over the past few weeks, we've been talking about this, these listings here, talking about productions and things like that. And just wanted to indicate Jurassic World 4 back in the mix here. All right. So for a few weeks, we had some Jurassic Cities going down. Which one was it? Was it February 29th? Was it on that one? I can't see. Where's it? Jurassic Games 2 and Jurassic City. I don't know what Jurassic Games 2 is. I never saw that one. I don't know. This is Jurassic Games 2. It's just like sequel to Camp Cretaceous where like Darius is playing another VR game. It's like the first video game on the Apple Vision Plus. Is there a plus in there? I don't know. And he wins another trip. Just when you thought you were out of the game, we bring you back in with Jurassic Games 2. Darius is like, I'm the best video game person. I gotta do this game. And they're like, you can win a trip to the Dolomite Valley. What was that? Dolomite Valley. Is that what that was called? To meet up with Lewis Dodgson, the best guy you've ever met, with no issues surrounding him whatsoever. Definitely doing all the great things. You could win a trip out to Biosyn Valley. But Jurassic City was on there. February 29th. And then the latest update, back to Jurassic World 4. Jurassic Games 2, gone. Darius 1, it's out. So yeah, Jurassic World 4 back on the tables there. So yeah, who knows what was going on with that, but yeah, we may never know. I don't know. Hopefully we get somebody asking all the smart questions when promo time rolls around. But oh, you saw Ahsoka season 2? Oh, look at that! I didn't even see that. Let's go back. Boom, Ahsoka season 2. Woo! Yes, bring it. Heck yeah. Excited by that. I mean, we knew that, but still exciting to see it on the books there. But yeah. Anyway, was there anything else? Jurassic Soul is gonna save the spoiler comment. JV says maybe another competitor company tried to get to Sorna. Hammond Memoir, he does mention all the information is still on Site B. Visions of Jurassic Park 4 human dino hybrid concept art. Yep, not a good thing. Samuel L. Jackson. I can't say Samuel Jackson. That didn't work for me. Sam. Let me just say Sam Jackson works. Comes back with one eye and one arm. You want to know how I got this? And this time it was just a cat scratched him. Sorry, spoilers. Yeah, all right, now we're done. We're done with the spoiler talk. So yeah. But that's the end of the show. So you came back for the end. But appreciate you all being here tonight and talking some Jurassic with me. We had a lot to discuss. There was a lot going on tonight. So hopefully next week brings us even more. There's like so much Jurassic to talk about over the past, this whole year. So far this year, we've been talking a lot of Jurassic nonstop. And I'm excited by that. It's been very, very exciting. So if you want to hear us talking more Jurassic, please go to our website, the JurassicParkPodcast.com. Did I say that right? No, the Jurassic Park Podcast. It's not that. It's just JurassicParkPodcast.com. You can go to the JurassicParkPodcast.com. Now, does that work? I don't even know if I can say the. It's just JurassicParkPodcast.com. And check out our latest episode. We built this Jurassic City. Featuring Tom Jurassic. Discussing Gareth Edwards. Discussing some of the stuff we talked about, like a little bit. We didn't dive into the, spoilery stuff or anything like that. And I don't know if it's spoilers. Again, I have no idea if it's spoiler talk or not. But go check out this episode. None of that in there. We just discuss our own thoughts and plots and ideas and Gareth Edwards and Jurassic City and some fun stuff. Some of the stuff actually I talked about in the last live stream. So if you're in that last live stream, that's the fun of these live streams is like I bring some of the conversations that we have here into the episodes and then discuss them with the guests or whoever else is on the show. I really like doing that because we kind of theorize some fun stuff on these live streams. So try to make it fair for everybody to hear all the conversations. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, where did I say that? I don't remember. But if you're in the mood for something else to listen to, go check out my other podcast, Grinning Hosts. We talk about theme parks and pop culture and all kinds of stuff. I've had a little slight delay in getting our new episodes out, but please subscribe to that. Go follow it and let us know what you think. And, of course, the Jurassic Park Podcast over there as well on Spotify or wherever else you listen to your podcasts. I am at Brad Jost on some things or at Brad M. Jost. I don't know. Just figure it out. Check it out on Letterboxd. Check me out there, writing some reviews. I just watched 5 Twilight movies in 2 days. It was an experience. That was a whole experience. I made it through though. Never saw them before. I think maybe I saw parts of the first one, but I never saw any of the others. And then what else? Oh, I watched something today. This is bad. Aquaman. The second one, Aquaman 2. I finally watched that one. So yeah, I didn't write the review yet. Or did I? Oh man, I don't remember anything that happens. Anyway, that's all. Thank you so much for watching this. I had a great time tonight. Go check us out on social media, all over the place there. Check out the podcast all over the place. And that's it. Bye. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Mazumo. Like, I can't imagine what the final battle of that movie. Not gonna spoil it. No spoilers here. But that final battle, when the thing happened that happened, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Why? That was a wild experience of me just watching it on my phone. That's where I watched it. I'm owning up to it. But man, that I kind of wish I saw that in theaters, to be honest. But unfortunately I did not. So, and I stayed away from spoilers apparently this whole time because it shocked me. It still shocked me. But anyway, heading out. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week, and check out the podcast when it uploads on Monday, I guess. Is there going to be one? Who knows? We'll see. Bye, everybody. Good night.